Can I ask a question, guys?
What do you got?
I know that you want to keep this, for the general public, but going back to your reclamation process that you have here and the plan that you guys put in effect, 50 years down the road, say you got these fissures that you talk about, and I know we talked about how the water's going to drain out of there and they're going to fill in these little wetlands and they're going to continue on into the ponds and the tributaries. Now what happens 50 years, all of a sudden there's drainage coming out of your Lake Steve that is not good to the environment. The reclamation plan is intact already. From what I understand, there is no protection down the road should drainage come out of that pond that starts going into other wetlands that's going to protect the county, Iron County, Ashen County, the citizens that live in those townships.
No, but see, that's what the bond is, though, Joe. What you've got
The bond is for the reclamation.
But we'll already reclaim it at the end. When we're done, it's reclaimed, but the bond is still there. And that is the
Bond
reclamation.
goes for another 40 years.
So what about if we start getting bad water that's coming out of the bottom of that pond right there and it's going into the other water?
But the question is,
That's
what
around
bad
there.
water? That's the studies that we're doing it on.
Yeah.
But to your question, we remain liable in perpetuity for the impacts
That's true.
of this mine.
Yeah, because we
So-
have video where the reclamation is one thing. What happens 50 years down the road? Should there be other environmental concerns?
The mining companies in
That
perpetuity.
is not included in the reclamation.
Yeah, but it's a different section of the law, and I'm not an expert on the section, but it's under the, I get it wrong, solid waste.
And if you guys are
So-
gone,
Right, there's the reclamation portion, but there are other statutes that deal with responsibility for environmental damage, and that responsibility is in perpetuity. Completely outside of the mining law, there's liability in perpetuity for environmental damage at the site. So,
see, because that's what we're
It's not
running
permanent.
into with Ashland, with the Superfund site in Ashland now. That company's gone, they're long gone. So that's falling upon, the county, the residents, the city of Ashland, and the government to clean that all up. We have something like this down the road. Whose lap does that fall in? Because the company's not gonna be there, they'll be long gone.
But that's also why you're doing the scientific studies now. That's why you're taking that rock and doing kinetic testing. That's why you're doing the humidity cells. That's why you're looking at it to say, what is in that rock that could possibly come out? That's what you got to design for.
And then
And so that 50 years from now, what's going to change in that rock?